everybody, and welcome. Our next craft that you might want to try is called Courageous Capes. So in the story, Big Change, Better You, Beautiful World, there's an opportunity to be saying affirmations. And what better way to do that than to actually have a cape, a courageous cape on, especially with the theme being Be Courageous. So if this is something you'd like to do at home or in your classroom, all you will need are dollar store tablecloths, something to trace with, whether it's a pencil or a marker, scissors, some kind of circle for your template. I chose a paper plate because I trust myself more than a real plate to trace with, and a stapler, and maybe even some paper. Now these are an option later on if you'd like to choose. If not, no problem. Okay, so the first step is you're going to need to open up your tablecloth. So let's go ahead and do that here. And as you open it up, it depends on how large you like to make your capes, but you can get several capes from this one pattern here, this one tablecloth. So I'm just going to open it up a couple of times. Now let me see where we're at here. Okay. So when you do this, you're going to have two sides. One side is open and the other side is closed, the seam part. You're going to want the seam to be facing you. Okay, so this is the closed edge. And I am only going to make a cape about this big, depending on, again, how large you'd like to have your cape. You can make it giant if you wanted, but for me, we're going to make something a little bit small. So I'm going to go and follow the pattern here. It's about 4. Just going to give it a little cut. All right. Put that off to the side. Okay. The next thing that you're going to want to do is making that shape of a cape. So I'm going to cut from one corner a little, like a half circle to the other side. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can take your time on this. I'm going to do this a little bit quickly, but again, it doesn't really matter because it will look awesome no matter what you choose. Okay, so again, this has now given us that little cape shape. Now what you can do is take your pattern, and this is going to be what we're going to cut out so that it can go over your child or student's head, or even your own if you make your own. All right, so because of that, I'm going to make a little bit larger of a hole because I'm going to put it over my own head as an example. But you might want to have a smaller circle, or it really depends on what you like to do. If you notice that the hole is too big, you can always cut the middle and then tie it, but one less step is always a good one here. So I'm going to go about halfway, a little bit more, just because for my adult head, it might just be a little bit easier to get it over my head. All right, then I'm just going to trace around the circle. Putting that off to the side. Then I'm going to cut around the circle. Put that off to the side. Okay, so as we open it, let's see, this will give us actually 2-for-1 deal as long as we've done this correctly. So I already have 2 capes basically. as I open this up, okay, so cape 1 and cape 2. I'm going to go ahead and cut down the middle so that I can separate this. And as I'm cutting, you can either stop there and be like, woohoo, we have capes. Or, here's the cool part that I really love, is with the courageous capes and the strategy to be courageous, you can create these affirmations. So that's where this paper comes into play. So you might want to just, any type of paper. So I'm just going to choose some fancy old scrap paper that I have. And I'm going to write an affirmation here. And this is going to go on the back of my cape. So I'm going to take my marker again. You can choose if you want to make it more fancy. You can have some different colors. But for my example here today, I am going to write, I am brave, or I might just want to put on here, just be brave. So I'm going to go with I am brave as my affirmation would be. I am brave. And you can always decorate it however you'd like. Then this is going to go on the back of the cape. So I'm going to put it around here. I'm going to take my stapler, and because it is a tablecloth, it can nicely fit going in here. Then on the other side, and I'm going to bring it in. Done. So now I have my courageous cape with my affirmation on it. I'm going to go right on over my head, and I have my cape. So I hope all of you enjoy and make your own capes, and feel free to share on social media with me what you decided to make for your cape. And as always, the butterfly within me sees, honors, and values the butterfly within each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful day today or evening or whenever it is that you're watching. And take care and be in touch soon. Bye!